Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. And it's Chicago to start out. Look at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the center position. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
It's all about communication, Kevin. You can't have too much of that as a team. And he's really leading, trying to gather his guys together.
Clark?
Well, I agree with all of that. I mean, when you're talking about orchestrating your offense and defense, that requires a lot of communication, understanding where people need to be and what everybody is doing right. And if mistakes are being made, those things have to be pointed out as well.
Nice shot by James.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
And here is Harper. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I briefly spoke with David Black. Getting out in the open floor and exploiting his team's speed is an area of concentration for him. He said that as soon as we get a rebound, we want to get it to our guards, get off to the races, and we want this basically to come down to a track meet. Sounds like we should be in for a wild ride, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Back to Irving. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
It's Pippen with the drive. Outside Jordan. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Outside Harper. Shot clock at 5. Love grabs the board.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Misses the one-handed jam.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Pippen kicks to Rodman. Back to Pippen. Soft touch off the glass.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 1. Irving misses from short range.
Some rugged defense there against one of the strong.
Oh, how about that basketball, fans? Wow.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Here's Mozgov. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Kukoc kicks to Kerr. Out to Kukoc. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shoots. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. LeBron passes to Thompson. Whoops, they pick off the pass. James against Kukoc. And a missed layup. Here's Dellavedova. Smith on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go. For three, Kerr. Oh, Steve Kerr knocking down the three-pointer. Clark to beat the buzzer.
And I look over, I mean, this guy here with a smile on his face. Does it take you back a little bit, Steve?
Can we rewind that like 17 times in a row and just keep watching it? Those were the glory days, guys.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's fun to watch.
They've got Tony Kukoc. Wennington is out there with Simpkins. Then it's Bush. And it's Kerr in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's James. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. 2 on the clock. Off target from outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, we're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time. Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Thompson. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Simpkins. Pippen comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Jordan in for Bushler. Then for the Cavaliers, Love's checked in for Verejao. Shumpert comes in for James. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Thompson kicks to Love. Outside Shumpert. Lets it go with the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving leading the charge.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Longley's checked in for Wennington, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Up top, Pippen. Covered by Smith. Pass to Jordan. MJ taken off from the free throw line. Good on the triple. Jordan's got 10 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Irving. The drive by Smith. And Love has it in the corner. Love draws the double. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Love.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Now here's Shumpert. He dishes it to Irving. Here's Mozgov. And he finishes nicely on the way. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
Chicago trailing here. Outside Jordan. Outside for Pippen. The pass to Rodman. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Harper, no good. Wallace with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Still Bulls ball. 24 seconds.
And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Here's Harper. Another miss by Harper.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. From deep, Jordan. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving attacking. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
The kick out to Harper. And now Rodman inside. And stolen by Love. Shumpert dishes to Irving. It's sent back by Pippen. Now here's Jordan. From past the arc. Good. Jordan's got the game tied up here for Chicago. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 13 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now his outside stroke has looked really good today.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And stolen by Love. Irving passes to Mozgov. Irving against Harper. There's a screen. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
8 seconds of the shot clock. 8.
Just 5 on the clock. Irving kicks to Love. Left side, Jordan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jordan's got 15.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
And they double up James. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. On the wing, Irving. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wennington, he's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Michael Jordan. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Here's Harper. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2. Here's LeBron. He's got 8. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. So it's Chicago now, following the score by Cleveland. It's tipped. Pippen dishes to Rodman. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Kerr for 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shumpert passes to Thompson. The 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:39 left in the 3rd. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Some changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodman. And it's Kukoc in for Ron Harper. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. Now here's Kerr. From 13. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. LeBron drives in. Dellavedova kicks to James. Irving with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to James. And now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They get the rebound. Feeds it to Pippen. Right side, Kukoc. And here's Kerr from the arc. Kerr with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Snatched up. LeBron outside. Verajao dishes to Thompson. Banked in off the glass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
They're straying away from the 3-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many 3-pointers in this half. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Jordan, he's checked in for Chicago. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The drive by Jordan. Simpkins. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from him. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Well, now is the time to push it. Really try to extend this lead, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, a lot of times it's hard in the third quarter to make this kind of a push, but it's paying off.
Jordan. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really excellent feed here, and I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and opportunities for his teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Simpkins. Then it's Kerr, and it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Dellavedova. And again, it's Cleveland.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Jordan with the bucket.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now, here's Thompson. He kicks to Dellavedova. Now, Love inside. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert, and they double up Jordan. The feed to Kerr. He tries for 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started, and a better job finishing it off.
Jordan with the bucket.
Yeah, that's his first 3.5. There may be more in store.
Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Mozgov, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
The shot's good from Jordan.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Chicago making some changes. Longley comes in for Simpkins. And it's Harper in for Kerr. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
And here are the Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shumpert gets a wide open look. There's Mozgov. They shoot again, and the layup good by Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
And here's Jordan outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 7 for him. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
And, Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
Yeah, well-deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Mozgov with the bucket.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Cavaliers.
The key here, Clark's second chance points.
Well, they pounded the offensive glass, and, Kevin, I also think they won the 50-50 balls, too.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for Love. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else seemed to match as he chased down rebounds. Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Jordan the pass to Harper. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You got to love that great assist by Jordan.
Now, here is Irving. Dishes it to Mozgov. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by James, and it's blocked. They get it back. Mozgov with the bucket. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
From deep, Jordan, another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
Irving up top. He's guarded by Harper.
Defensive foul. Michael Jordan. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first that stretches their lead to 8. So both teams making some changes here.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Bushler. No good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that about